Good morning, and welcome to my channel here on YouTube. Love and Guiding Light, where I bring enlightenment to you all through channeling messages from Creator, God, Source, Universe. I don't know, everyone here may have another name: God, Jesus, um, however you choose to call our Maker. Anyway, it's April 10th, and it is the day after Easter. Over the weekend, I went into hermit mode. I really just went within, sat quietly the entire weekend. Energies are shifting around us, and things are not as what they may appear on the outside world, at least, as far as what is happening around the world, or what may be happening on not social media, but mainstream media. Let's put it that way. The mainstream media loves to share pretty much negative everything. Everything to me on the news is negative. I don't watch television. I don't watch news for that exact reason, because it is a program. It is television. It is them giving you this television, this visual of what they are wanting to put out in order to keep people in a state of fear. Okay, which is low vibrational. And low vibration, if you know anything about frequencies and vibration, you realize that if you are in a state of low vibration, then of course you are controllable, put it that way. They are able to control you, and you're emitting that out into the world, and we are all consciously connected. So it's very important to stay high on a high vibration and not a low vibration, in order to make a positive contribution to the collective. So I encourage anyone that is favoring or even liking to watch television or news or anything as such, to disconnect from watching it and start to watch more edifying programming. Me personally, if I am watching anything, I watch a lot of people on YouTube for information of what's really transpiring around the world, because I seem to believe that they are putting out factual information in regards to certain things versus what mainstream media puts out. Okay, so there are so many channels that you can watch in order to get a tidbit of what's going on. You don't need to know everything that is transpiring around us in the world, because truthfully, it is very powerful, and it does impact us. So especially those that are empathic, those that are prone to feeling the weight of the world, as myself. That's one of the reasons I do not watch television. I am a very empathic person. So when I see someone hurting, I physically hurt, because I love people. I don't care, your nationality, your race. I don't care about a lot of things. I don't care. We are all brothers and sisters, and I love everyone as such. And so therefore, if I see anyone hurting, it is very impactful on me. So I sustained from watching television now going on 5 years, and it has probably been the best decision I ever made in my life, to disconnect from television, to not be influenced by that, because it pretty much put me on a path of going within, seeking my connection to my creator, having a lot of time now to read and to seek out truth for myself, to edify my soul during my healing process. And I am here now sharing, hopefully, information that will bring enlightenment to you all. That is my prayer, is to bring enlightenment to you all. Clarity, guidance, and direction. And that is it. That is my only desire, is to help others. So let's get started. Over the weekend, like I said, I was very isolated. I stayed by myself and pretty much just chilled out. Where's my lighter? I'm gonna light some sage here. I pretty much just relaxed and chilled out over the weekend, just quiet in my home. I did cook a little bit for Easter, just for my son. I don't eat meat, so I just made sides. I made some mac and cheese. I made some candy yams and some greens, and pretty much called it a happy Easter. Jesus has risen, and this is bringing in some wonderful new energy. So I hope that you all are in good spirits today. Holy Spirit, we invite you in today for this guidance that I will bring to the collective. I just love the way sage smell. Leave that there. I'm going to clear the energy with my Tibetan bowl. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. I ask Spirit that the information I bring to the collective, that it will bring enlightenment, encouragement, and empowerment for them all on this journey. That you will illuminate each and every one of our steps on this journey. Bring guidance and direction on the path of which we should take. Give clarity for those here to know that they are on the correct path. Lead us to our purpose. And all of this I pray. Amen. So let's see. I will begin with a new deck I just got, which is the Shamanic Medicine. Okay, the Shamanic Medicine. Let's see. It's not going to be a very long reading because I have therapy today. We call in our spirit guides, all those that are present, for guidance and direction for the collective. All those that are on spiritually awoken path. Bring clarity to us. Thank you. Oh, this card's kind of thick. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what's the guidance we need today on our path? Show me. Bring clarity, direction to us. Ooh, ooh. There's too many spirit things. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. Trust. It says great mysteries. Do you see that? That is a gorgeous illustration. Trust. Great mysteries. Wow, it's beautiful. I often have encounters with animals, insects, all sorts of things. I've shared several of those videos on my page. And this video says to me, not this video, but this card is just telling me that there are great mysteries on this earth that we have yet to find, you know, out. And things are starting to actually come out, become more clear. And, you know, some of the things in which we've been taught to believe or indoctrinated in has, you know, so many of us, or well, at one point in time, it had me so confused. So however, I've been on this path now 5 years, and my journey began with, like I said, having synchronized numbers showing up around me, you know, and I couldn't understand what was going on. I was just like, okay, God, what is going on? I actually believed it was my grandmother. She passed away, I think it was 2001. And she was very big on lottery. She used to play the numbers all the time. And she was really lucky, too. She used to hit, too, all the time. May she rest in peace. And I thought that when I kept seeing the numbers, because the numbers were 706, I was believing that my grandmother was speaking to me from the other side, wanting me to play that number. Her address was 607, and that was the home I was raised in. And so therefore I was running to the lottery store playing this number frequently, pretty much every day. And I did that for a while, like maybe 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, Grandma, now, like, listen, I ain't hit the lottery yet, and I ain't gonna keep playing because I don't really like to gamble. I like to see and feel items and where my money is going, you know. So when I wasn't hitting, I was just like, okay, I don't know, Grandma, but I'm not hitting. But I was like, dang, you know, I just kept seeing the same number over and over and over and over. And I was just like, I don't believe in coincidences. And so I was like, let me see. And I just started Googling numbers, you know, and lo and behold, other people were speaking of having the same experiences. And I was like, wow, like, what is going on? So, of course, I started looking into the meaning of numbers. And right now, I'm just going to read to you what the message is for 706, since I'm speaking on it. And I tell you, like, literally, it was astonishing, because I was just like, wow, okay. 706, it says, think, reflect upon your growth. You think differently than you did in the past. However, some of your behavior and habits have yet to catch up. Today, reflect carefully on how you speak and act and what day and what your day consists of. Ask yourself if these things reflect the growth you're experienced. If not, think about what adjustments you can make. So I was like, oh my God, like really? Like, okay, God. God is, I'm getting messages, okay? So I'm just like, wow. So that went on, oh my Lord, for, I mean, it's still going on. Like, I literally take pictures of everything now that transpires around me because um, when it first started to happen, I was really thinking, oh wow, I'm losing my mind, and I didn't really want to speak on it to anyone else. I didn't speak on it to anyone else. I just started reading and researching and really diving deep into what was coming to me, okay? I didn't ask for it. It came to me, okay? So this is first and foremost, you know, you are not losing your mind if you are experiencing numbers showing up on your path, and you're starting to take notice to this, and you're recognizing it, and you're like, what is going on? There is a message there for you, and you need to look it up, okay? This is how God, how our angels, how our loved ones who have already gone on and are on the opposite side communicate with us, giving us encouragement, bringing us direction, little tidbit of help to keep you on your path, because I literally was in a very broken state at that time, and I was just like, oh, so much had changed. The rug had been pulled from under my feet. I didn't know how I was going to move forward, and I literally was in a very dark place. And at this time now, I realized that at that place I was in, it was the dark night of the soul. And if you're not familiar with that term, you may want to look into it. It is a spiritual term, and the experience is life altering, and all of us will experience it at some point in our life. You know, some people confuse it as a midlife crisis. It is termed dark night of the soul, and I encourage you to look it up if you are dealing with any type of questioning everything, questioning your beliefs, questioning your relationships, and reevaluating your life. Look that up, okay? That may bring you some clarity. So, to say this, I just want you to understand that the world around us, things are transpiring, and it all looks and seems bleak if you are looking at it with the eye of the ego. But if you look at it with the eye of the spirit, you will realize that everything that is transpiring has to transpire. It has to happen as it is, because we are rebirthing a new way of being on this planet, on this earth, in which God is leading. God is in control. He is leading us, all of us that are on this awakening journey, and we are birthing a new world, and we are going to live on this world more harmonious, and it's going to be about helping one another, loving one another truthfully, wholeheartedly, that agape love for one another, in which how God wanted it to be and how he created it, this earth to be. However, ego, self, greed, and all these things transpired and took over, and we are shifting out of that. That was in the Piscean age, and we are now transforming and going through this growth into the Aquarian age, and it is going to be so much better on this earth. So all of this that is transpiring around us has to transpire. You just need to focus on going within and focusing on yourself, seeking the truth for thyself, learning about yourself. I had to go in and really relearn and unlearn everything I was ever taught, relearn, and I'm still learning. Like I said, all I do is read, 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 seek, seek, seek. And he says, if you shall knock, you shall find. If you seek him, you will find the truth. And this truth will set you free. And part of my goal in this channel is to help you on that path. I want all my brothers and sisters to be free of bondage, enslavement, because it is our sovereignty right to be free. Okay? Trust. Spirit is saying, trust this process. Trust what you are going through. Trust what you are experiencing. There are great mysteries to unfold before us. I cannot wait until all has been unveiled to the masses in order for us to truly be united as one, as God intended to be, because we are consciously connected. It is where our thoughts, our minds, our brains, we're all energy. And all of this individual way of thinking, thoughts, we all contribute to the whole of what our world has become. And because we have been in the dark reign of things in the Piscean era, our minds have been basically in a negative set. And we are all now shifting. And I know all of you feel this. Like, we are all shifting, growing, focusing more on being more positive, more compassionate, more loving, more empathetic towards others, and understanding that we all have really just been in survival mode here in this world. And so we are all increasingly getting better. We are all elevating and evolving to our higher vibrations through understanding and learning as this energy is sweeping over us. So it doesn't happen overnight. But it is, we are all working consciously towards manifesting this. One of the things I really need you to understand right now during this time is that we are at a heightened state of manifestation. So right now, I need everyone to be consciously aware of what they're thinking at all times. And if you find yourself drifting off and thinking of negative things, or putting your focus upon those things that are not sorry, forgive me, y'all. We are in retrograde, I believe. So a lot of times when we are in retrograde, you might find yourself stuttering and, you know, all kind of weird stuff happening around you, miscommunication and stuff like that. So forgive me if I'm tripping over my words, but we are all, like I said, in a heightened state of being able to manifest right now. So you got to be mindful of your thoughts, because this is where it begins. This is how we manifest before us what it is that we want. We come up with the thought, and then we put our focus in on that. And then as we are focusing in on that, then we are then bringing in that energy. And that is what brings the things into fruition, our desires, you know. So please be mindful of your thoughts. If you are drifting away and having any negative thoughts, quickly catch it and find something positive to think about. Start thinking about all the things in which you are grateful for. You know, I do affirmations every day. I get up and I start first thing in the morning. I go to YouTube and I look up affirmations, and I do that for like maybe 40 minutes prior to me getting to work. That's how I start my day. I just go and listen to as many affirmations I can. I say them. I speak them out into the universe because I want to make a positive contribution to this world. I don't want to bring in any type of negative energy. And yes, we do have things that transpire around us in our own world, with our own immediate family, friends, maybe co-workers, whatever. And everything is not always going to be positive. However, it is how you look at things. And if you can shift the perspective of how you view things, you know, or then you will be in control of how you feel about certain things. Okay? So I encourage you to make note of that and quickly shift your thoughts to something positive. Let's see. Great mysteries. Let's see what this message brings. Great mysteries. Such a beautiful card. Great mysteries. Great mysteries wafts gentle. Okay, excuse me. Great mysteries waft gently in to remind you of the beauty in it all. See this beauty as a reminder of the underlying, indivisible presence in all things. In the Lakota language, they say, Mitikawa Oya Sin, meaning all are related. Where everything is interconnected. Great mysteries, Wakan Taka, represents the divine power in all things, the life force of the universe. Great mysteries can be appreciated through personal encounters with living spirits of the land. The elements, the directions in all living creatures. It is time to put aside what you are doing and become part of the silence. How can you hear the truth of great mystery if it is being drowned out by modern technology, or your head is constant stream of worry and fear for the future? Step away from the brainwashing media. I can't make this up. Like, I just literally said that before I went into this reading. Step away from the brainwashing media and reclaim your connection to the truth. Great mysteries, excuse me, great mysteries will never give you anything you can't handle. So throw caution to the wind and play your part in the intrinsic plan of the universe. Trust that everything is working out perfectly. Great mysteries revealed. Great mystery is a universal energy that permeates throughout all things. It is the beginning and the end. It is the presence in all beings. Great mysteries is also referred to as creator. It is everything coming together at once. No, it is everything come together as one. I told you all, that is what we are going into. We are all going to become and come into one. Right now, God is working within the masculine energies, the guys. He's working on them, as well as he's working on us, the feminine energy. Okay, we've had so much fed to us over our course of our life, and not just us, but our parents, their parents, our ancestors. You know, that just is not true. Okay, and I can say that to you all and encourage you all, and to please investigate. Please do research on all in which you have been taught through the course of your life. Now we have the accessibility to be able to do so, where we can go and search out anything that we can in regards to religion and so forth like that, because now we have the internet and pretty much it connects us to so many resources. But you have to seek that. Really seek it. Like, you can't think that if you go to church or you're being given a message or something like that, that's the end all be all, because it's not. Okay, let me be the first to tell you, I went to school for theology. I wanted to be a minister. That was where I was working towards, that my goal was to become a minister or whatnot. And while I was there, I kept asking my instructors to better explain to me what they were trying to teach me in school, and they could not make it make sense. It wasn't resonating with me. It did not make sense. And if you're honest with yourself and you really think about how it is in reading the Bible, like, I've read the Bible from beginning to end twice, and a lot of it was like so unclear. I couldn't make sense of it. It just didn't make sense to me. And now, of course, I understand it's because it is written in parables, and it was written in a manner in which, if you're not truly seeking to understand, you can't understand. Okay, so I encourage you to really do your research. Okay, and be open-minded. Don't close off your mind to believe that it's just one way of having connection with God, source, because that is not the case. And God uses so many ways in how he may communicate with a person. Like I said, I have encounters with insects, animals, elements of nature, period. Flowers, rainbows, all kind of things. And through those visual things, he brings forth a message to me. And then, like I said, I am now beginning to bring these messages to you all in hopes to bring enlightenment to you all. Astrology, numerology, all these things. Also, I am very in tune with myself, and I've gone within, and I've gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge in doing such. I've gotten familiar with natal charts and my birth chart, and understanding all of these things in which we've been encouraged to stay away from, because it is what do they call it, a taboo, or do whatever. I'm gonna just say it like this. Okay, our ancestors were able to understand and know a lot of things that were transpiring on this earth around them, how what was coming, what storms were coming, all these things based off of what was happening in the sky. You know, they knew and used the stars and planets and all these different things in order to understand what was going on. So why we would be encouraged to stay away from that, I can never understand, because this is how it began, was through the use of being able to connect with nature. That is what our ancestors did, you know. So I encourage you to really do your research. I feel now, and I've come to understand, that the reason they don't want you to utilize these things is because they don't want you to know the truth. And that truth that I am speaking of is the truth that will indeed set you free. You will not be in bondage or into this lawlistic way of thinking of how you serve our Creator, okay? So I'm just encouraging you to please do your research instead of just believing what is told to you, taught to you, or whatever. Think outside the box. Be open-minded. Be prepared. Ask God to show you the truth, to unveil to you the truth, to guide and direct you in what it is that you need to be able to uncover. So much was uncovered to me through my going within with this in this past 5 years. It will blow your mind. I literally can help those that are seeking to know their life purpose based off your natal chart, and how things aligned in the sky when you were born. Your name, very powerful. People don't think that your name is just your name. No, there's no coincidences. Your name was given to you. It was manifested through the thought of your mother. She gave it to you, and that name was then given to her through God, okay? And every person can know their life direction and path through breaking down even the name. You can break down into numbers to know your purpose. You know what it is you're here to do. We are all here to help this world evolve. We are all here to bring a contribution to changing how it was into something and how it should be and how God would want it to be. Okay, so trust this process. Don't doubt when things are happening around you that you are going crazy or be in disbelief. I was in disbelief for a long time. I just kept saying, oh my Lord, I must really be losing my mind. And then everything that was coming to me, being channeled to me, actually started happening. And those that I did share it with, like my children, they are aware of a lot of this. I shared a lot of it with them. Every time something would happen that they would see on the media that I had already spoken of maybe a year or two prior to it actually happening, they would be like, Mom, did you realize that you said this was going to happen? And I was like, yeah, I did. I mean, I told you, you know, this is what God was giving me. You know, this is information he was bringing to me. And they would just be in awe. So the more that everything that was coming to me started to actually transpire and unveil itself, I was like, okay, well, Keisha, you must not be losing it. It must be something, you know, that is really being shared with you that needs to be shared with others. And so that is what I'm doing now. And I'm in hopes of helping you all to evolve, okay? Great mysteries. This world is full of them. Great mysteries. Holy Spirit, universe, ancestors, archangels. What do the collectives need to hear on this spiritual awakening journey? What else do we need to hear? Oh, there we go. Wow. Water. It says water. Expression. Expression. It's a beautiful picture. It looks almost like, yeah, like if you can see that, almost like the spirit right there in the middle of that card, holding open his arms. Water, expression, expression. So water is connected to emotions, okay? God gives us emotions. We have to understand that our emotions are here for a reason, okay? And there's a healthy way to be able to express those emotions. You know, you have to express them in a healthy manner. Okay, hard little things. Let's see. I don't know. It's going to hold up. Okay. Expression. Expression. So we are all emotional beings, okay? Um, they were given to us for a reason, because they are the way in which we also manifest, okay, things into reality, because it's within the emotion in which we can really feel something. Say, for example, a person in which you love, you know, when you love someone, you feel this really deep emotional connection with that person, and then in turn you invest a lot of your energy into that person, and then you express a lot of your emotional being to this person. And in this way, and how we all connect is being able to express how we feel and to share that. And sometimes our emotions can also be overwhelming, and also be what do you call that, not instinctual. Our emotions can be what do you call that, like fiery, and that you can really act outside of character based off of emotions that you might get from a situation or past hurt or whatever it may be, and then you may do something without thinking, you know, and that can cause, you know, problems along your path or whatever. So your emotions are very important, and there's nothing wrong with expressing your emotions. However, you have to be in control of your emotions, and you also have to express those emotions in a healthy way, in a healthy manner. You know, you have to learn not to allow your emotions to control you, or to lead you, or to guide you into poor decision making, so to speak, or to act outside of your character. You have to poise in your stance of your emotions. You know, don't let your emotions control you. Okay? Water. Let's see. What does it say for water? Expression. Water has surfaced to reflect your current thoughts, doubt, and worries. Water is ready to wash away the pollutions you are drowning in and release the emotions draining your natural vitality and positive outlook. Water seeks out your sensitivities and asks you to tap into your feelings. You often become overwhelmed when faced with challenging situations, crowds, and people's demands. As water washes away all old hurts and pains, it asks you to be aware of the difference between your emotions and those of others. Observe your feelings when the tears flow. Is there blame towards another? Do you feel let down, or are you feeling sorry for yourself? After you played the victim, the splot brat, or the spoiled brat, or the saboteur, harsh, but if you don't understand your feelings and reactions, how can you flow with the elixir of life? Water is waiting. Water is waiting to soothe and heal and remind you of your connection with the ebb and flow of the ocean and the pull of the moon. Water invites you to open your heart and become receptive to the feelings and sensitivities of others as you keep your own emotions in check. I can't make it up. Water deities include Aphrodite, Isis, Neptune, Poseidon, Tegoria, and Sedna. Our planet's surface is predominantly covered by water, which has an unseen but powerful connection with the water within us. That's right. We are, I believe, like 79% water, our body is. Therefore, that means, yeah, We are emotional beings. There's a video by a scientist, what is his name? Dr. Moto, I believe, who shows a wonderful example of how certain things impact the human, as far as hurtful words, loving words. He uses water and sound from the vocal cords of what you're saying, and then it changes the formation of the water to show the expression and how a person is impacted by the words spoken. Okay, so you know, that's why they speak of, you know, the power of the tongue and being mindful of what you say and whatnot, because our tongue is so powerful. It's so powerful that it can uplift or it can tear down. So it says, our planet surface is predominantly covered by water, which has a unseen but powerful connection with the water within us. Tears, showers, and rains are just a few ways we engage with water. This purification element cleanses, clears, and heals our body of emotions. Step away from the victim tendency. Don't let past hurts affect your future. You are gifted in a natural empathy. No, you are gifted with a natural empathy and sensitivity. Tap into the source of any deep-seated emotion. Cleansing and forgiveness, a new psychic awareness washes over you. Water speaks. It says, I'll wash away worries in order to heal. Check your emotions to cause you to feel. Cleanse and refresh, connecting to sea. Dive into your heart. Swim now. You are free. Wow, isn't that beautiful? So, like I said, we are all right now dealing with a lot of emotional things that are coming up, surfacing up. You know, past pains, disappointment, failures, traumas, maybe we've encountered over our lifetime, childhood, etc. All those things are surfacing in order to be released and healed. It's a process, doesn't happen overnight. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like on your healing journey you're not where you want to be. It is a process. It does not happen overnight. You just continue to do the work, go within, keep working through the emotions you're feeling. Cry if you need to, release, and then let it go. Don't hold on to it. Don't harbor animosity and ill will towards any other person. We are all on this earth together, and we are all becoming one. We have all just been trying to survive, doing the best that we can here on this planet. Okay, so let's be empathetic towards one another. Holy Spirit, universe, is there anything else for the collective? Is there anything else? Holy Spirit, universe, is there anything else for the collective? Show me. Holy Spirit. There we go. There we go. Offering. 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 Wealth. Wealth. Spirit is asking us to bring forth offering. An offering, an offering doesn't mean it has to be monetary or anything like that. It could be in what you bring to the world. Your contribution is most important during this time. So if you have felt connected to spirit and you have felt like you have channeled information or anything like that, that you think could be a contributor to opening the eyes of all our brothers and sisters, that would be considered an offering. Your contribution to the world, to the collective, to all of us. You know, so many of us have these gifts, and perhaps we're afraid to share them for different things, you know, fear of how people will accept or embrace what you are trying to share with them, and whatnot. But truthfully, your concern should only be with pleasing our Creator, and how you're able to bring forth what it is in which you can help with the collective. And I know that's easier said than done, because it has taken me quite some time to work past my own fear of coming forward with my gifts. But I've come to understand that my contribution to the collective is most important. And I don't really care anymore what people think about me. No one's paying my bills, and no one has the right to judge me. And I could care less if they do, because the only person I worry about and I am concerned about judging me is my Creator. And thus far, since I have started coming out more with my readings and stuff like that, I've been nothing but blessed. So I feel as though I know He is with me while I'm doing this. So I don't question that anymore. And I'm not concerned about what the masses think about me. You don't like me, you don't accept what I bring to you, that's fine. I'm okay with that too. I love you and release it in love and light. And pray that in time, when your soul is ready, you will be ready to receive the true offering. It is time to give back. Make a list of everything you are grateful for, and you will soon notice how rich you really are. To receive, one must give. Everything is interconnected. So when you give, abundance will flow back to you in some form. Spirit provides for our needs to make offerings and thanksgiving for all you have and all you are a regular. Spirit provides for our needs. So make offering and thanksgiving for all you have and all you are a regular practice. This can be done daily, anywhere, at any time, to a great effect. Offerings can be made in many forms, such as fruit, nuts, candles. Whatever you give in greater when infused with gratitude. Give something that is of importance or value to you, for then you are really giving. You can also make an offering through prayer, song, or saying a simple thank you. Be humble and thankful. Hold the offering to your heart and allow it to become a blessing. The practice will enhance your connection with Spirit and invite abundance to come your way. Offering has been made to gods throughout humanity history. The practice of burying offerings such as water, cakes, breads, and pottery with the descendants date back 100,000 years in ancient Egypt, Asia, Europe, and Africa. Specially designated priests and priestesses performed rituals offering of food, drinks, clothing, perfume, and flowers. Spirit house still abounds throughout Southwest Asia. No, spirit houses still abound throughout Southeast Asia. Financial difficulties are soon resolved. An unspoken windfall comes your way. Focus on what you do want rather than what you don't. Like I said, we manifest what we want into our world. You are worthy. Practice the art of receiving gratitude. Ensure a bountiful crop. Offering speaks. Give thanks and offer up with love. Ensure abundance from above. With humble heart you must believe. Hold your hands out to receive. And so, again, like I was saying to you earlier, our brains, our minds, how we think, what we believe is how we manifest. So if you are having thoughts of lack or any of that dancing around in your head, you need to quickly shift your thoughts away from that. We lack nothing. And if you really look around you and perhaps maybe even find a journal and start to journal what you are grateful for, all that you have, you will truly find how rich you are. God has provided so much for us. I know he has for me. I know that he has continuously made a way for me, kept me, watched over me. I've yet lacked for anything. And I will be the first to acknowledge that, yeah, many years I had a mindset of lack because that is what we've been taught. You know, we are the worker bees running out here, killing ourselves, slaving, and all these things to provide a way for ourselves through these little low-end paying jobs or whatnot. When we constantly stay in a state of fear, lack, and we feel like, you know, all these different things that's going on and playing in our head, these constant things that we play over and over and over, you know, it's not easy. Trust me, but it can be done. You can shift your way of thinking. You can shift your thoughts. You can shift from thinking in lack to thinking in abundance. You know, if you sit around and really look over your life, look through your home, and think of all the things in which you've acquired over your lifetime. Okay, we are truly wealthy, and wealth does not always lie within material things. It lies within the love amongst your friends and your family and those that are with you or in your corner here on earth. That is, to me, real wealth. Companionship, true love, and family, and all of that. So find time to write a great gratitude to all the things you do have, and begin to give an offering, your contribution, your offering to Creator, and what you bring to the table, your sharing, your encouragement, your upliftment, in however way or form in which you do that. You know, only you know your gifts. I encourage you to really seek them out and to start to utilize those, okay? Oops, sorry. These little things, I thought they would come in handy. They're kind of cute, but I don't know. I may keep them, I may switch them out. I do have some other ones, but for now, I pray that this has brought enlightenment to you all. I pray that it was an encouragement to you all on this journey. And I pray that you all are doing what pleases you, what makes you happy, and that you are blessed and preparing yourself to receive. I thank you all for coming to my channel, and I thank you all for watching if you watch to the end. And if you feel so led to do so, please share. And if you feel led to do so, please subscribe. And maybe we connect. I would love to be able to connect with others who are on this journey and just, you know, communicate. I think my email is in my community page. If not, I am planning to make some changes on there in order to be able to communicate with you all. Anyone that feels led to want to reach out to me. This journey is not a easy journey, I know. So it would be nice to be able to communicate with others that are on this path, that do understand all that is transpiring around them, and seeing it from a spiritual perspective versus the ego perspective. So I'm going to make some changes to my community page in order to provide an email address. I think it is there, but I may be wrong. Anywho, I have to go to therapy, and I wanted to just bring this to you all because I feel led to do so, and my prayers are with you all, and I love you all. Toodles. Until next time. Bye bye. Make it a wonderful, wonderful Monday.